Since its birth some 4.5 billion years ago, our planet has been shaped and molded like a gigantic ball of putty. Although the rocks and mountains and the beaches and oceans around us look like they are stable, they are ever changing. Continents shift, sometimes resulting in violent earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Mountains are born, and islands appear in the sea. Earth is a work in progress. From nothing, most scientists now agree that everything we know started with the Big Bang, time, space, and all the matter in the universe. About 13 billion years ago, the universe burst into existence with an unimaginably large explosion. The fireball was so concentrated that matter was created spontaneously out of energy. At the instant of creation, the universe was infinitely hot and dense. Then it expanded and cooled, and created the galaxies, and the stars and planets they contain. About 4.6 billion years ago, our own solar system came into being. Unique Earth among the planets in the solar system, Earth is unique. Seen from space, its swirling clouds and blue oceans show that it has plenty of liquid water. The Earth's gravity is strong enough to trap a protective atmosphere. It is also the right distance from the Sun to have habitable climates. Water and an atmosphere are two conditions vital for the evolution of life as we know it. To understand how our planet was created, we have to look into space. The savage forces that batter, shake, and shape the Earth's surface today were set in motion billions of years ago and are still going strong. Beneath the surface, immense heat causes molten rock to circulate, moving giant sections of the crust, triggering earthquakes, and shooting out molten rock from volcanoes. The enormously high pressures and temperatures deep inside the Earth continue to generate heat through radioactive decay and chemical changes. The Sun, however, has much more power, and without its light and warmth, life here would not exist. But the Earth's story really begins with the biggest explosion the universe has ever known, the one that created it. The Big Bang. 7. The Big Bang life elsewhere. The conditions that allow complex life forms to flourish on Earth might be rare elsewhere in the universe. Simple microbes, however, can survive in the most hostile places and may exist on other planets or their moons. In 1996, a Martian meteorite found in Antarctica contained what at first appeared to be fossilized bacteria. Some scientists believe Mars may once have sustained simple, microbial life. When our solar system was forming, the early Sun probably lay at the center of a disc-shaped cloud. Inside the cloud were liquids and gases, swirling around with dust and ice. Under the pull of gravity, dust particles clumped together to form rocks. Metal-rich rocks near the Sun came together to form the inner planets. In the cooler, outer regions, ice combined with rock and lighter gases to form the outer planets. A star maker inside its whirling clouds of cosmic dust, the spectacular Orion Nebula gives birth to stars. Our Sun was created in the same way by the dust of the vast solar nebula, several billion years ago. When the solar nebula grew old, material was drawn into its center, which became denser and hotter as it generated energy by nuclear fusion. In a gigantic nuclear explosion, the infant Sun was born and began radiating the first sunshine in our solar system. Uranus, Moon, Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Neptune. Everything on Earth, planet Earth, the third rock from the Sun, is unique in many ways. It is the only planet scientists know that can support life thanks to the water in its oceans and the oxygen in its atmosphere. Unlike Mercury, which is intensely hot, and Neptune, which is extremely cold, Earth sits at an ideal distance from the Sun. For its size, Earth is very heavy because of the large iron core at its center. The churning motion of the liquid iron creates a powerful magnetic field that shields Earth from harmful particles streaming out of the Sun. Earth's atmosphere also screens out dangerous radiation from the Sun. The Earth's atmosphere water covers about 70% of the Earth's surface. It keeps temperatures moderate and releases water vapor into the atmosphere. The mixture of water vapor and other gases wrapped around the Earth creates the atmosphere. Its swirling white clouds are constantly moving, blown around the planet by the wind. The Earth is not a solid ball, but is made up of many different layers. On the surface is a thin shell of solid rock, the crust. This forms the continents and ocean floors. Heat carried upward from the central core forces sections of the crust, called plates, to move. As this happens, many of the Earth's natural features are created or changed. This image shows the Earth's crust with the water drained away. About Earth from space, the continents appear dark green or brown, and the oceans appear blue. Since most of the Middle East is free of clouds, the deserts of North Africa and the Arabian Peninsula are visible. Yes, and volcanoes, the boundaries of Earth's plates, can be dangerous places to live. Major earthquakes occur where plates collide or slide past each other. In cities such as San Francisco, large-scale earthquakes have produced more energy than an atomic bomb. Volcanoes erupt when molten rock escapes to the surface, exploding lava and ash over huge areas. Here, Khrushchevskaya volcano in Russia belches a cloud of brown ash. A watery planet. Water on the Earth takes many different forms. It is found as a liquid in rain, lakes, rivers, and oceans, as a gas in visible water vapor, and solid as ice. Water not only makes life on Earth possible, but also shapes the land. This photo shows a network of channels as the Ganges River enters the Bay of Bengal. The flat land has been built by river sediment deposited over thousands of years. Ranges. Great mountain ranges generally occur where two of the Earth's plates have collided and one is forced up to form high peaks. Mount Everest in the Himalayas, seen here from the Space Shuttle, is the highest peak above sea level. However, Mauna Loa, a volcanic island in Hawaii, is the Earth's tallest mountain, measured from its base on the ocean floor to its highest point. With life exists almost everywhere on Earth, from the highest mountains to the deepest underground caves. No one knows how many species of living thing there are on the Earth, but the total runs into the millions. The first primitive forms of life probably appeared in the oceans about 3.8 billion years ago. Animals did not evolve until about 600 million years ago, while modern humans appeared only 100,000 years ago. This view of Earth was taken from the Apollo 17 spacecraft on its journey to the Moon. Wildlife in Yosemite National Park. Ganges Delta seen from the Space Shuttle. An erupting volcano, seen from the Space Shuttle. Mount